So I picked Bacillus Cereus for my disease, and just a little bit about Bacillus cereus. It's a pathogen that causes food poisoning, and it is an aerobic spore-forming bacteria that is found in a lot of raw and processed foods. If foods are prepared and not refrigerated, let's say for like several hours, Bacillus cereus food poisoning can occur. This pathogen is usually referred to as the fried rice syndrome and can be one of the most common causes of food poisoning. The species B. cereus, B. mycoides, B. pseudomycoides, I think it's thuringiensis, and a couple more Bacillus species all belong to the B. cereus group. These are all gram-positive, facultatively anaerobic members of the Bacillus gene. Toxin production is the way disease is caused within the group. So B. cereus causes two forms of foodborne diseases through the production of toxins. And it is a diarrheal syndrome and an emetic syndrome. The emetic illness is caused by a production of a preformed heat-stable toxin in foods, and the diarrheal disease is caused by production of toxins in the gut. The pervasive nature of the spores in the B. cereus group allows for the common occurrence of contamination of food materials. However, there are specific food types that are linked to each food disease syndrome. You've got foods like dairy, meats, desserts are also frequently associated with diarrheal illness, where rice is most commonly the cause of emetic illnesses. Cooked meats, vegetables, boiled or fried rice, custards, soups, and raw vegetable sprouts are some of the foods that have been associated to past outbreaks. Two types of illnesses that have been responsible for the consumption of food contaminated with Bacillus cereus. It's abdominal pain, and it's also non-bloody diarrhea. And both of those have an incubation period of about 4 to 16 hours following ingestion, with symptoms that last for 12 to up to 24 hours. The second is characterized by nausea and vomiting, which occurs within 1 to 5 hours after consumption. I chose this because I have been hit with food poisoning multiple times, and it typically hits me like between that 1 to 5 hour window right after I have, whatever I've had. Like in the past, I've gotten hit with food poisoning at In-N-Out and Taco Bell, and it does take up to like 5 hours. And I've had nausea, and I've had diarrhea, and I've had to throw it all up. So that's pretty much why I chose this, because it's happened to me multiple times and I think it's interesting. So early administration of appropriate antibiotic treatment can aid in the prevention of mortality, and the progression of the illness can help prevent progression of the disease and prevent death. Antibiotics such as vancomycin and carbapenem are the most effective treatments for the illness. So that's pretty much it. I did come up with a couple quiz questions, which I will also submit separately.